Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on Nigerian newspapers. And I begin with The Nation. Electronic transmission of results stays, says INEC. No manual system next year. CSOs demand compliance with Electoral Act. You find the details on the pages of The Nation newspaper. To the front page of the blueprint now, INEC to Nigerians on 2023. No going back on electronic transmission of results, says procedure similar to Ekiti, Osun, Guba polls. Find the details on the front page of the blueprint. To the first newspaper now, manual collation of results. Atiku takes on INEC over alleged adoption. Accuses Commission of preparing ground for rigging 2023 polls. You're wrong. We are not abandoning electronic transmission of results. INEC speaking there. And we move to the Daily Times now. Party Club refund. You dished out half-truths. NGF replies Ned Nwoko, that's the Governors Forum replying to Senator Ned Nwoko on his claims. You find the details on the front page of the Daily Times. To the Standard Times, now still talking about the Party Club refund. 3 governors took $100 million for elections, says consultant. 3 governors took $100 million for elections, says consultant. You find details on the front page of the Standard Times. Now to the front page of the Leadership newspaper. Constitution amendment. Stakeholders kick as local government autonomy reaches dead end. Constitution amendment. Stakeholders kick as local government autonomy reaches dead end. Details on the front page of the Leadership newspaper. To this Nigerian newspaper now. Protracted Varsities strike. Federal government may prescribe ASUU to approach industrial court. Approves additional 100 billion naira for public universities. You find the details on the front page of this Nigerian newspaper. All right, we move quickly now to the Abuja Inquirer, WAEC. that's the Southeast lead in public schools performance. Public schools top enrollment. Federal Capital Territory ranks 19th. Osun Zamfara lead from bottom. Details on the front page of the Abuja Inquirer. To the Punch newspaper now, 578 days strikes, angry lecturers dumping Varsities, ASUU Laments. 578 days strike, angry lecturers dumping Varsities, ASUU Laments. To the Daily Independent, 2023 presidency, anti-grazing law ring Southern Governors Forum. Details on the front page of the Daily Independent. Kelly.
All right. Daily Trust is next. It stays with the endemic monkeypox cases rise, spread to 26 states and the FCT. That's Daily Trust. And Nature News gets our attention next. It says Nigeria loses 55.7% primary forest, tops global desertification rate. That's the Nature newspaper. And then Business AM is next. It says Nigeria's aviation capacity deficit stings in airlines forex mess. All right, Nigerian News Direct is next. It stays with, of course, the economy and insecurity. Inflation insecurity, banks record 182.7 billion naira bad loans in 6 months. That doesn't sound like good news at all. And Business Day, finally on my part here, says that Nigeria inches towards IMF bailout on mounting debt. Nigeria inches towards IMF bailout on mounting debt. That's Business Day.
All right. Let's begin to look at some interesting stories on the pages of the Nigerian newspapers this morning. And I'd like for us to begin with the Party Club refund, where the Nigerian Governors Forum have been accused of unfair dealings with the consultants. The consultants came out to say that 3 governors took $100 million for elections, and that the governors through the forum have come out to say that, no, we didn't collect such monies. And so there's this back and forth. They are also accusing the consultants and also the Attorney General of the Federation that they say that no matter the number of statements that they come out with, that it will not, perhaps cover the, so to speak, fraud that has gone on with regards to this Party Club refund.
If they say that $100 million was given to the three governors, where's the receipt?
Right, that's the question.
We want to know. We want to see the receipt. The whole issue has become almost comical if it was not serious. The Paris Club thing, the figures are now being disputed. Ned Nwoko says it's $68 million. The Attorney General says it is 418. And the governor says this is not our business, and so on. But in all of this banter and dispute is that the backdrop is of states that are scrounging for existence. They cannot pay salaries. They cannot do projects. They cannot do anything. And there is the Attorney General of the Federation acting as though he is the one receiving the money, he is the one at stake. He's trying to use the law to help people who want to take money from the states. Is he not supposed to be Attorney General of the Federation? Is he Attorney General of Ned Nwoko and the other groups? We need to understand this. It's not just about law, it's about society.
Absolutely.
Because what's the purpose of law if it destroys the society? And people like Ned are still throwing accusations here and there.
Yes.
Well, maybe the matter ought to be resolved in the court of law.
There's still a pending case.
Yes, there's a pending case. Maybe the matter needs to be resolved in the court of law. But society is not always about law, but also about conscience. The conscience here is that the states are broke. The government is borrowing from federal, from the central bank. We've borrowed about how many? Trillions of naira from central bank. And inflation is the highest in 17 years.
Yes.
And all of this is the background. People can eat. The dollar is almost kaput, and naira is almost kaput to the dollar. And somebody is saying, yes, squeeze them because I need to get this money. I need to build a mansion that I'm not going to live in. I need to buy the 3 extra private jets. I need to flesh. I need to marry new wives.
Well, those were not part of the statement.
No. I'm just talking about how Nigerians, think about money and things like that. Yes.
Absolutely. Perhaps he's feeling the pinch of the inflation as well, like every other Nigerian, and he needs his money.
He needs his money. Is this his money? That's the question.
Because
that's the result of the court. He's not the only one.
Yes.
He's the one pushing his face forward.
He's the lead consultant.
Why do we even need consultants
to go and collect debt?
Yeah.
Why do we need consultants in the first place? Look, whether it is the governors or whether it's the consultants or whether it's the AGF, it shows and it tells Nigerians that something fishy is happening somewhere and has been happening. Because the Paris Club refund has been ongoing for quite some years now. So this has gone on for quite some time. So for me, I feel like we play politics with everything. We play politics with the education sector, we play with the healthcare systems, we play with insecurity, and even the things that should be there for the common man, the average Nigerian to benefit from. As Sam has said, many of these states cannot even pay salaries. Many of these states have pensioners who cannot receive their pensions. Some of them have retired for 5-10 years and they are yet to receive their gratuities and all of that. And yet we are playing politics. This one is saying that there's half-truth and this one is not telling the truth. It shows that something is fishy somewhere. And if the consultants are saying 3 governors took money, $100 million for elections, to finance please mention
their names.
Because I don't know why
Come out plain with
because we
the
always
Show the
details.
receipts.
Come out plain with the details.
Come out plain. Tell Nigerians, who are these governors? We want to know them. I think months back or a year or two ago, we heard that, the sponsors of Boko Haram were going to publish their names and all of that.
And they're going to be in court.
They're going to be in court and all of that. Today, Nigerians are waiting for their names. Now we're hearing 3 governors. And before you know it, this matter will just be swept under the carpet.
You know why it's not going to be swept under the guy? Because IfeanyiOkowa is still insisting. And Malami, who is supposed to be a defender of the people, is a defender of the consultant.
Well, so much interest
The
at stake.
Attorney General of the
So much interest at stake.
No, but like you have said, there is no smoke without a fire with
Absolutely.
regards to this matter. It would have been good if he could come out with details of the names of those governors who collected this money.
Allegedly
collected this money, so that Nigerians can hold them to account with
Absolutely.
regards to this matter. And perhaps we begin to know how to throw more light with regards to this issue.
Well, how come he's saying it's 68 million and Malami is saying it's 418? Somebody probably didn't do his maths well, or didn't pass maths in school. You know, somebody didn't, or somebody is manipulating maths.
He has IfeanyiOkowa also accused the governors for asking for some monies. He said that they submitted a bill of $350 million as consultancy fee, but that the state governors demanded 50% of those monies. I mean, it's beginning to be a very dirty fight between the consultants and the governors.
Deal making.
I mean,
it sounds like a typical Nigerian story.
Absolutely.
You're accused, and it could be that it happened, but unless you have evidence, it becomes a matter of you said, I said, and then there's no end to the story. But that
it doesn't even show that even the struggle for these monies, the average Nigerian is even considered. Because
At all.
Let's face it, the governor is crying now. One will even wonder, why are they even crying out now? I mean, this has been ongoing perhaps for quite some time.
Of course.
So why are you?
No, but they have been crying since.
Well, but I know they're making it look
Perhaps,
like they
but
have the
it was
interest
not
of the
loud
people.
enough.
They're making it look like they have the interest of the people at heart,
It is
which
because
I seriously doubt.
Malami keeps insisting that the money ought to be paid. You remember that Malami had tabled this thing to the president. And the president had even gone ahead, but he stopped him. So this matter was already on the desk of the president. The president had already given ahead, if I'm very sure, given his own approval until he discovered the consequence and put a halt to it. Yes.
So one will even also wonder why the presidency has been quiet. I mean.
All right.